How's it going, guys? Zabby here, and today I'm going to show you how to catch some muskie here in Fishing Planet. Now, we're going to be at Michigan in this video, and there's going to be a few different setups for this. So there's going to be a level 31, 32 setup. So if you just butt rush to Michigan, and that's where you want to go, and you want to try and catch some muskie, you can maybe give it a shot. I'd recommend waiting till the later levels to get like the level 36 and higher setups that I'm going to show you. Just want to say thank you guys for all the support on the Fishing Planet videos. If you guys have been enjoying this series, make sure to hit that sub button and that like button. It means a lot. But let's jump into the setups here. So first off, we're going to have the Brutus 360 and the Mega Tank 6000. If you go with two match rods here and scroll over, the Brutus 360 is a level 34 rod. Now, you can use something smaller and lighter, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it, guys. The muskies are tough, okay, guys? They're not babies. They will break your line, and they fight like hell, okay? So grab a level 34 Brutus 360 for reels. You can just head on over. You can up the max drag a little bit to something more around 15. So you can see here the Mega Tank 6000, which is a level 36 reel. You can grab that right there. Perfect reel for this. And if you guys watched the sturgeon and blue catfish video, you're already going to have this by now, which is perfect. I'm going to be using a 4.0 barbless hook on this setup, and this is the line leader length I use here, which is about 115 centimeters. I will throw the conversion up for you guys. For lines, we're going to be using this 13.6 kilogram braid. I'll show you guys the conversion there as well, but I'll also just go over to it here as well. This is unlocked at level 36 as well. Now at 37, and you unlock, like, you can buy a bigger amount at once. 15 here, I think it's 38. 38, you unlock the 15.4 kilograms. So when you get to 38, you can go ahead and use that if you'd like. It's up to you guys. But this 13.6 kilogram that you unlock at 36, 37, and 37 will do you guys good enough. Throw a bobber on there, whatever you want. And you're going to be using large minnows for this setup, okay, guys? And lastly, but certainly not least, don't forget to buy some titanium leaders, guys. So what you're going to do, go to lines, go to titanium leaders, scroll on over. Now, these are very, very tough to buy, okay? So you get them at 36. It's only 11.8 kilograms, okay, guys? So they're not amazing, but grab the level 36 one because it's a little bit shorter, and that's going to keep it on the bottom of the water for this setup and for the bottom rod setup, which is what you want. It's not going to make line leader length too deep or anything. All right, guys, you're going to be using a 4.0 barbless hook here on the float rod. Now, you can change the size, make it a little bit bigger if you'd like. It depends on if you're unique hunting or just trying to go for money. But I recommend the 4.0 hook just for quality and speed of bites. It's a good mix, I find. But yeah, go ahead and use the 4.0 barbless hook. You can use a 4.0 barbed hook as well. It's up to you guys, whatever you'd like. But there you go. There's a float setup. For the bottom rod setup, it's the same thing as used in the catfish and the sturgeon video, except we're throwing on that exact same line that I had from the last rod. We're throwing on a 100-gram sinker. The same titanium leader. We're putting on a 6.0 barbless hook. You can also up the size a little bit, maybe to 7.0. You can use 5.0, depending on what you guys want to do for bites. If you're hunting for uniques, go with a bigger hook size. If you just want to make some money and get a decent catch rate, go with a 5.0, 6.0. Same thing as before. We're going to be using the minnows on there. And that's pretty much the same for the bottom setup, exactly as it was float rod setup, except now it's obviously with the bottom rod. Same reel, by the way, too, guys. Mega Tank 6000. Now, for a casting setup, this is going to be the setup for on the boat. If you guys have a boat, you're going to want to use this setup. It's going to be the Galaxy Cast 1600 and the Vortex 7000. All you got to do is go to casting, scroll over. It unlocks at 35. It's $24,000. But yeah, Galaxy Cast 160, very solid. 15 kilogram max line weight, very, very solid. Go to cast reels, scroll on over, and you can grab the Vortex the Vortex 7000, which will match up nicely with that. You can go ahead and grab a 14-gram 2.0 popper right there. You can also a 4.0 one as well. So if you guys, depending on what you guys have, it's gonna be a short cast with this though. That's why I say only use it in the boat, because the cast is gonna be like 2 feet. Okay, guys, you only want to use that if you're in the boat. However, I do have a very bare bones setup here. Guys, I want to give you a fair warning about this setup. It's only good if you're absolutely dying to catch a muskie, basically right after level 30. Other than that, it's going to be a real pain, guys. I want to stress that before you guys go out and buy this setup, that this setup is not good for muskie, okay? It's not that good. So if you guys desperately want to catch muskie, you can try this setup out, but only if you desperately want to. I would recommend waiting until the higher levels to get some of the other setups, okay? If you guys want to go for it, again, you can use the 4-0 popper or the 2-0 popper, depending. But this is the lower level setup. This will be a lot of tough fights, okay, guys? I'm warning you now. This will be tough fighting for these fish, okay? But again, you can throw on whatever you want there. The 2-0 or the 4-0 works. We're using the Basscaster 2400 and the Counselor 3500P. We just go into casting reels. You can see here, Counselor 3500P, 10.5 max kilogram drag. And if we go into casting rods, you can see here Basscaster 240. So it unlocks at a little bit lower level. You can get some muskie with this setup, guys, but it's going to be a hell of a fight, okay? An 8.5 kilogram one to go with this setup, which I believe you guys will have unlocked a little bit earlier to kind of match the lower level. You get it at 30, so you can use that when you're starting out, and then maybe when you level up, upgrade your setup a little bit as you go on, okay, guys? Line is also down to 12.1 on this setup. So if you go to braid, you can grab it at 31, you can grab 8.6, 30, 34, you can grab 12.1. So again, guys, it kind of depends on which level you're at and what you're going for. If you're just trying to rush in and grab muskie, then you can go with the smaller setup, but it's going to be a real bitch to get the uniques in, okay, guys? But it really depends on what you guys are looking on doing. That's why I gave so many setups here, because it depends on what you're trying to do. Yeah, use this setup if you're very low level. Use this one if you have a boat. Use this one and this one regardless. They'll both work. They're just a little bit higher level. Make sure you guys have a good enough keep net here, and let's go right into Michigan. All right, guys, once you are in here, I am at 1,700 hours. Now, you can fish in the morning peaks and the night peaks. Whatever you guys want to do, you can pretty much catch them all day. Night fishing also works as well, but I'm just at the night peak here. Or, sorry, the late afternoon peak, I guess. We're just going to walk to the right of this spawn, and you guys can see I got a marker over there. That's where we're going to be going. Now, depending on what you guys want to do here, you can either go to this first spot right from here, and you can definitely go ahead and do that. I like to go over here sometimes, too. If you're casting, maybe you can go from there. But this spot's a little bit closer to be a little bit easier to get them in, depending on which gear you're using. So basically, all I do is I go here. And now you can use whatever rod you want here. I'm going to use the Brutus first. Again, 115 centimeters. I'll throw the conversion up on the screen for you guys. Just going to go throw it out there. Like so. And I'm going to do the same with the bottom rod. We're just going to throw that out into the same area, basically. Perfect. Now, if you guys want to try and use this smaller caster here, feel free to go ahead and try. You can also use the bigger caster here if you walk right up to the shore, but it'll be a little bit easier with this smaller one. So let's go ahead and throw the oh, we do have the 4-0 popper on. So we're gonna use the 4-0 popper, and we're just gonna cast out past it and see if we can get anything going here with this. Now, if you guys haven't used a popper before, it's a little bit different. You just constantly reel in on very, very slow speed. And you just pull up every few seconds. And then you'll see you'll get the popping motion going there. And look at that. We already got a fish on. Hopefully it's a muskie. It could be a pike. But it's going to be a real pain to get these fish in with this rod. Okay, guys? Like, bottom line, it's going to be tough. If you guys are looking for a fight, this is definitely the rod to use here. You'll have, like, tons of fights. And they're going to be pretty lengthy, too, guys. So if that's what you're looking for, definitely go ahead and use this rod. You'll get a lot of XP for it, too. But it's definitely going to be a fight. And as you can see here, we got one on the bobber. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to hook that up. See if we can get him in. Looks like he's a big one too. So let's go back to... Actually, wait, we might be able to get him in here. I don't want to break that reel, though. Alright. So as you guys can see, it can get a little bit hectic here when you're doing multiple setups. So that fish escaped. That's fine. I just want to show you guys that it is possible to actually catch this fish. So I'm going to skip ahead till I catch him. Alright guys, while we were in the middle of trying to get this fish in, we also got one on the bottom rod. So you guys can clearly see that the technique is going to work here. I'm just trying to get this one in to show you guys how bad of a fight it actually is with this rod, to try and persuade you to you know, level up a few more levels before trying to catch some muskie. Like, come here for pike, go up to like 36, 37, 38, then go for muskie is what my advice would be, alright guys? Because as you can see, like, it's a hell of a battle with this cheaper rod and cheaper line and stuff. It's gonna be a pain, alright guys? Alright guys, as you can see, we finally wore him down here with the very low level rod. And now he was only 9.58 kilograms. So if he's a trophy or a unique, guys, it's going to be such a pain to get him in. That's why I really only recommend this rod if you're trying to absolutely rush to catch muskie, and that's all you want to do. It's still going to be a pain though, okay? So definitely come here first, farm some pike, and then get the higher level setups that I'm using here as well. For this spot though, that's all I'm going to show you guys. Clearly you could see that the other fish did come. I just couldn't get them because I was trying to show you guys about this setup. But let's go to the next spot, which is just over there to the left. You can see the markers from here. It's right beside the pike spot, so that's where we're going to head now. Alright, when you spawn back in over here at the very far right spot where we did it before, you just got to run to the left this time and all the way around the lake here. And that's pretty much all you got to do. If you guys have seen the pike video, it's very similar to that. Now, this is also a little bit easier when you have markers already placed. So if you guys have a boat, go out and do that, the fishing over here, and then place some markers, and then you can fish off the shore here. But you could still do it here. I've done it before. It's just a little bit more of a pain in the ass because it's kind of hard to see, especially if you don't have a bite alarm rod. So as you guys can see, I have some markers placed there, and it is kind of a pain to see. So just kind of get yourself in a half-decent spot. And again, same setup as before. I'm going to throw the bottom rod just over there past the lily pads, like so. Just going to go ahead, drop that down. Gonna throw the Brutus there as well. I'm just gonna throw it a little bit left of the markers there, right into the middle of the water. Now you guys can pretty much catch muskie here wherever in this corner, okay guys? Like, it really doesn't matter. You're gonna catch some muskie here. Now I wouldn't recommend using the cast setup here because all that's gonna happen is you're gonna get caught up on stuff. So don't even worry about it for now, okay guys? If you're gonna fish from this spot, use a flow rod or a bottom rod, and it'd be much, much easier for you guys. Alright, we got a fish on, guys. We got two on, actually. So let's see if we can get both of them in here. That would be kind of nice. It looks like it's definitely a muskie. We're going to be stuck with just the bottom rod right now. I'm going to let him go out a little bit and bring him in. I could try and hook both. We'll see. Maybe it's possible. Let's hook. Oh, he got off. Never mind. Let's just go back to this guy then. But as you guys can see, this spot's very, very good. But I would only use bottom or float rods here. Let's try and bring this bad boy in and see if he's a half decent size. Alright, and there you go. And we actually got another one on here, which is crazy because it like pulled the bait to God knows where. But we got another one on here, but there's a muskie. Let's see if this is an even bigger one. You guys can see the bottom rod in action here. The fights are still going to be good on these rods, guys. I know they're a little bit higher levels, but they're still going to be hell of fights. And if you guys look at the muskie like that I just caught, it wasn't very big. So imagine a unique on. It's going to be a great, great fight, guys. All right, we got that bad boy in. He was a little bit bigger, 7.899 kilograms. But this spot's very, very good, guys. Just make sure to move around between spawn, each different spot. If you stop getting bites, then just swap up to a different spot. All right, let's head on over to the boat spot, which is just right over here. You're just gonna come over here in case I went a little bit too fast for you guys. Just right there, you can see the boat there. Now, this is obviously if you have a boat. You can rent one out if you guys really want. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but you can. All right, guys, you're gonna pull up here. Now, actually, I'm gonna go a little bit further. Just a little bit. Just creep up here a little bit. Perfect. Now, when you're here, you can use whichever setup you'd like. I personally prefer the this big setup here. Now we're gonna take the 4.0 popper off of that bad boy, and we are gonna put the 4.0 popper on here. Now the reason why you need to be in a boat to do this is because, one, the cast is super short, and two, even when you do get a bigger setup, it's just you don't have the weeds in the way, right? So, like, to do this, you kind of need to have a boat because the weeds just get in your way and they're very, very frustrating. So all you're going to do is cast towards the back corner there. You're going to put it on 1 again, just like before. And you're just going to do a popping motion, and eventually you're going to catch some muskie here, guys. And there you go. First cast. We got a muskie on already. You love to see that. But yeah, definitely come here in a boat, guys. Use this bigger setup I got for you here. This will do wonders. This is a pretty decent sized muskie. It'd be nice to grab a unique right here out of the gate to show you guys that it's possible. But it is possible, guys. All those markers are from uniques, so you guys fish here, you're gonna catch some unis, okay, boys? All right, guys, there you go. A unique muskie caught on that setup. Now, another pro tip I want to give you guys, if you do have a boat and you're fishing here, just don't put your anchor down, because that way the muskie is going to pull you all the way around the lake, and it's going to be a little bit easier to catch with this setup. But look at that, guys. Just an absolute killer fish. 1,500 XP, almost 4 grand. There you go. Unique muskie. If you guys have a boat, definitely do this setup. Other than that, guys, there's a few other spots around here I could show you, but basically, if you just alternate between the first spot I showed you and this spot, you're basically gonna kill it here, guys, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the description to links to my social media platforms and Discord where you can come hang out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video, and also comment down below and I'll try to respond as best as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.